I was bullied, and bullying was like a norm.
When I mean abandonment, some of us, we are present, but we are not present.
But a lot of African parents are not willing to have this talk.
There are still people who don't join.
I report people to Jesus.
That is it. When you find God, changes everything.
Changes everything. Hello world, welcome to the hill. On this side of the city, we have no other choice than to shine the light of God. And on today's episode, we are going to be addressing matters that affect believers, not necessarily spiritual, majorly psychological. And I have with me an expert in mental health, a grief coach, a speaker, and an author. I have heard her speak, and I can assure you that she's phenomenal. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ruth.
Hey.
Hi, Dr. Ruth. Welcome. Welcome to The Hill. How are you feeling?
I'm good. And you?
I'm good. I'm all right.
It's kind of windy today.
It is. Well, we're on the hill. It's expected. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring our invite. I was going to be asking some, very few questions. Nothing crazy.
All
right. So, as you're a psychologist, right?
I'm a psychosocial.
Psychosocial. All right. How do you offload all the burdens that people bring to you and talk, and you're just taking in everything? At the end of the day, how do you offload all of that?
Yeah, because sometimes if you're not careful, you get burnt out.
True.
And I always tell people sometimes the therapist needs a therapist.
I know.
So what I do, I really prioritize my self-care. Before now, at some point in my life, I wasn't doing that. I was doing more of work, and I wasn't prioritizing that. But later, I realized that I needed to, because I keep talking to people about self-care and all of that. And you have a lot of people, you talk to them and you burnt out and there's nobody to talk to you. So I had to use the same tools that I use for other people.
Yourself.
I use them on myself. So I have my routines. I follow my routines now. Follow my self-care routines. In fact, I have my spa in my house. I have my massage table in my house. I go to my spa room and I stay there for 20 minutes at least before bed. Then I do a lot of meditations. So I try my best to meditate the word of God, and also generally everything, set my time, set my life, really check back and have a reset in my life. I do that all the time.
That's so important.
So it keeps me easy. So basically, those are the things I do. Because if you don't do that and I rest, now I rest.
Rest is so important. Rest is so important.
Now I don't sleep. I used to have very scattered sleep routines. But now I have on my phone, I have it set up since the beginning of this year. Once it's 11 p.m., I'm already in bed. In fact, 10:30, I'm already straight to bed. And even if I'm not in bed, I'm already in the mood.
Yeah.
So apart from my Fridays, maybe weekends that I go for karaoke, because I use that for relaxation.
Love that.
I try my best, which is also part of my self-care.
Yeah. I'm loving the routine already.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I stay maybe till 2 a.m. when it's over and I go back home. I make sure I go straight to bed. So my gym routines, I follow it strictly and all of that, because we just need to be healthy.
We need to be healthy. Rest is so key. It's so important.
Yeah.
You don't want to be burnt out. It's exhausting. Yeah. So Ma, how did you become a grief coach?
Oh, I've been doing this for a long time. Really, I've been doing psychosocial for over 20 years of my life. All the way from Nigeria and here, because I've always had non-profit since I was 17.
Wow.
And I've been doing that. I retired before I was 30, and I started doing
Your
profit
unpack.
full time and really doing psychosocial with kids and families. Then when I came to the United States, I had, sometimes God make you go through certain
Things.
things so that you have personal experience
Experience with
about.
him.
Because before then, it's easy to tell someone, oh, no, don't worry, it's okay.
Easier said than done. Wow.
But it's easier now to tell someone it's okay.
Okay.
Because I know when to say it's okay.
True.
So I lost my husband almost 5 years ago. In next month, 2 months, in April 10, it's going to be 5 years. And before he passed, he had cancer. So he was diagnosed of cancer. He came for holidays. We were supposed to travel, do a lot of tourism and all of that. And all the way from the airport, he complained of his stomach, straight to the hospital. And emergency 911 and all of that. And the journey started on his birthday, December 5th. He had to celebrate it in the hospital. And that was shortly after our 12th year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So I can remember then I was celebrating the 12th year. I was like, I remember that I had one thought. I was like, hope this won't be the last. And I'm like, oh, forbid. That's going to be the last,
Oh, my day.
And he was diagnosed of cancer. Grief started without me knowing.
True.
And I thought he was the one grieving. I was the one grieving. Because I was burnt out, doing a lot of stuff, trying to carry the family and still make
children.
Be the strong woman.
Right.
So nobody sees what's happening. So when he passed, 5 months later, in April, it was sudden to me and grief broke out. I broke down. I was still playing the strong person all through.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I was strong, but I wasn't.
Yes.
And God gave me that vision because at some point, I lost everything. I say it in my podcast all the time, I lost everything. I made wrong choices with my finances because I was just fed up with everything. And there was a break out, and I had to go back inward, have a reset for myself. And I'm like, okay, if I've been doing it
for others,
people, then I need to use this for myself. And that was how the whole thing started. So I used all of the tools and interventions I've been using for people. I brought it out and I developed a 90-day plan for myself. But within 60 days of using those interventions every day, it was gone. And I was better. And that was what gave rise to my book, The Pen That Rewrites Grief. Because every day I did that, I was journaling and I was writing all of the tools. And in 60 days, I was already able to go back to school, do everything.
Fresh start.
And I had a fresh start.
You did.
And that was how my grief journey started.
Oh, wow.
So I became certified. And in the course of my job, I actually studied, went to school for computer science, but when I got my job in computer as operations manager to manage operations and data, in that office, they had psychosocial. I was also made a caseworker to manage those psychosocial people. And I realized that that's me. And I had to walk up. My boss came, he was like, what do you really want? I said, I don't think I want to be a manager. I want to go back to my passion. I want to go back to who I am, helping people, and because psychosocial is all about grief, all about helping people have a fresh start, helping people have routines, build up their life all over again. And that's, for me, it's about purpose. It's about who I truly am.
Who you truly are. I love that. I'm so sorry for your loss. I honestly cannot even understand grief. When people are grieving, I try to avoid them because I don't know what to say. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you for sharing. So I read some of your articles on your blog, right?
You.
And the one that is most recent, the face of God.
Yeah.
You referenced Genesis chapter 4, verse 14. And in the verse it says, I shall be hidden from your face. And that was Cain speaking, that he wasn't really bothered about the punishment that God had placed on him.
Yeah.
He was bothered about him not being able to be in God's presence again. Yeah. And you further explained that the face of God means hiding from the face of God, or being hidden from the face of God means losing coverage, direction, and nearness. So would you say humans cannot find purpose without God?
Yes.
Why?
Is God everywhere? See, last week, was it on Sunday, somebody asked me something. He said, how did you, just in a podcast like this, he said, how did you overcome grief? And I said, God. Worship. You can't find purpose without your maker. It's everything you have. You have to reconcile back. Like I said, when I needed to go back to who I originally am, I had to seek the face of God back. I needed to still hear his voice. And that still voice told me, you've been doing this for other people. So you do it now for yourself. Use the same tools. So for you to be able to find purpose, you need God. For you to do anything in this life, right? You need God. So you need to seek the face of God. Like if you read my article, I said really didn't know so much about it, but that period God was really talking to me about the face of God, the face of God, seeking His face, everything about His face. So when you don't seek God's face in everything you do, it's like you're drowning. It's like you can't find your feet. Because it's the face of God that is going to guide you. Who are you looking at? Like I'm talking to you, I'm looking at you, right? So that's the same way it is with God. So God, if I need to communicate with God, I need to be able to see His face. I need to be able to see His eyes and say, God, this is you. I like in my therapy sessions, I like using this chair. Most times I sit my chair down and I talk to my chair, the invisible being on that chair or whatever it represents. I talk to that thing. So that's the same way God is. I sit God down. I always tell people, God is not far.
It's not far.
It's just beside you. Very close. Just say, Lord, sit down. I want to talk to you today. So you need to seek God for your purpose.
We do need to seek God for our purpose. And as you were speaking, something came up, in my mind. I was like, pain can be our compass to, redirecting ourselves back to God, because we can get to a point in our life where there is no other way. We just have to go back to God, right? Because He's our creator. We didn't make ourselves. He knows where to touch. Like if I make a car now, for instance, I know when the car is sounding off, I know where to touch, what to fix to make that car better again. So we can't even do life without God. That's amazing. That's just amazing.
He's the one that has the compass. He has the manual. So it's like you living life without the manual. So if you miss your way, you go back to the owner of the manual.
Sure.
You say, Lord, can you give me the manual back? Because you can't be using LG or Samsung. So you need to go back.
You'll be confused.
You'll be confused. So you have to go back to Him and ask Him, Lord, you created me. Please, where is the roadmap? I really need your face right now.
True. Thank you so much, Ma. So, majority of the times when we have like young people gathered, maybe for a seminar, a conference, there's always this question of, how do we find our purpose? How do we find our purpose? So would you say that the struggle to finding purpose is a spiritual thing and a psychological thing?
I'm a minister of God, but I always come from the angle that not everything is spiritual.
True.
You know, as Africans, we were meant to believe that everything is spiritual. Everything, you just have to go and do deliverance. You have to pray. They have to lay hands on you. Sometimes it's about you. Finding purpose. Have you really sat down to define it?
Fine. What is purpose?
What it is, what your purpose is. Have you even tried? Because sometimes we tend to leave other people's dreams. I'll use myself as an example. You know, when I came in to the US, I wanted to study because in Nigeria I had my non-profit and I had I still have it, a big culinary school.
That's
And
good.
I wanted to come and study culinary arts for now because I had a big platform. I was on YouTube. I had a blog that was really very popular. And I had my Facebook page then was really so big with a lot of people all over the world. And I wanted to come study that now as a celebrity chef.
Love that.
And when I came in, we met other people who said, "Oh, nursing. I'm not a nurse. I can't be a nurse. I can never be a nurse. I don't even have passion for it." You know, God, everybody would say, "No, that's what you need to study." Blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. I said, nothing is going to push me to study nursing because I know all my life I've been studying what people want me to study. And I know I told my husband that, okay, if you're insisting on nursing, okay, I've been in the non-profit, so let me just do social works or something like related to what I'm already doing. He said, no, it's nursing.
It's nursing.
And I said, okay. So I thought of it. I'm like, what else do I have passion for? I love gadgets. I love computers. I love softwares and all of that. And I'm like, okay, let me do computers. Oh, they love that. But it's IT.
It's IT.
Okay, I did that, right? But was that really what I wanted? Did purpose find me? After studying computer science, became AWS certified, did all of it all. Did I use it?
No.
Where did I go back to? My purpose. You know, so you need to know what your purpose is. Don't let people push you. And when I told them, a lot of people then, I'm like, I told my pastor, I told some of my friends, my pastor, I said, wishing to, oh no, there is no future there. Who said?
I don't know. It's like a generic course for Nigerians. Is either nursing or IT. You have to pick one.
It pays my bills. And you know what? Now everybody is coming to me. How do I become a psychosocial specialist? And I'm like, so if I didn't, or how do I, because I've always been doing my own business and all that all my life. So I'm like, how do I do my own business? How do I do this? People now come to consult me for the same thing they didn't want me to do. So that's why your purpose, know your purpose, define it, identify it. As a young person, some of us missed our part because we didn't know how people will feel. Don't watch out for validations. The first thing that can help you in life is not seeking validations. Oh, how will they see it?
How would they say? What would they say?
Oh, how will they see that it's only me that will go and study mathematics when everybody is... That may be where God chose you to go succeed. I talk for a living and I make my money for a living through talking. I coach people, I talk to people. I have a son now. He's almost going. I said, see, you are not supposed to be there. You see the way you are like me. This is your purpose. Don't follow your friends. Go back and pray.
True.
And know where God is sending you. And I had to talk him into. I said, if it's not this, not sure you've found your purpose yet.
Mm.
And now he's beginning to see what
Wow.
I'm saying. Don't follow your brother. Don't follow your friends. Follow your purpose.
Wow.
So you need to be able to identify it. You need to be able to know that I don't need validation from my parents because the world has grown beyond that.
True.
And we want to address parents. Let children read and study. Let people do what God called them for.
Yeah.
Because some of us, I studied accounting, first degree. Not because I love accounting, because I just know my dad. He wants professional course.
Yeah.
He's already telling other people, go and do law, go and do this. Me, just go to where you are. And I just went straight to accounting. Nobody questioned me. Even when I was graduate, I told my professor that I said, see, I'm not going to use this course. I deliberately failed once, not really failed, didn't do well in some courses, like got C and B's, so that I will not have a very high score so they don't send me somewhere. So really, sometimes kids are like that. And my professor was like, you need a 2-1. I said, I don't need a 2-1. Please, because if I do 2-1 now, I'm going to be ICANN. They sent me to, I did for my youth service, they sent me to Accountant General's office. And the man said, you must do ICANN. I ran away. Because it's not my purpose. I know I'm not called to do that.
Oh, wow.
I was pursuing my purpose and I continued with where I belong, my non-profit and helping people. So you just need to know where you belong and follow it, irrespective of what people think. They will meet you there.
They will meet you there.
Yeah, they will.
So something you said, what people were discouraging you from doing, they're not coming to consult you.
They are all coming to consult me. Right now, they come in their numbers. Like, how do we do this? How do we? See, there's no job, there's no course or no job that doesn't pay.
True.
You be the best version of yourself. If you're looking for the best, I'm not exaggerating.
True.
I'm not sure if you're looking for PSRs. Now, I'm one of the highest paid here in Houston. And if you're looking for the best, or you have like difficult people, or you really want your clients to have routines or something, you look for Miss Ruth. Right?
Yeah.
So that's how it works, because that is my purpose. I do it with joy. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to satisfy anybody. So for young people, follow your purpose. I told my son, if it's music, your mind tells you to go study in school.
Study music.
Study it. But don't study because your friends are studying it. Don't study it because you feel I like music now. No. Study it because that is where your purpose is.
I like that. Thank you so much, Ma. Do you think kids going to uni like early? Because I got into uni when I was 15. I got into when I was. Do you think like that is a problem? Because I'm like, majority of the things that we studied, I mean, I like what I studied, but I feel like I went into early.
No, even if you go, I went early. Like I said, I did accounting. I did my masters. I've been going to school all my life, But the truth is really not what you study in school that you see in the book. That's why when you go to get a job, like when most times people ask me, please recommend a job, and I send them like job because I do employment stuff.
Yeah.
I'm an employment specialist, and I send them some jobs. And they're like, or help them with their resumes. And they're like, are they going to train me? They always train you on the job, because every job, every office is different.
It's different.
It's really not what you studied in school. Like I did IT, right? I said I went to work somewhere. It was just a fraction of what I studied. In fact, it was not even close to what I ever studied. When I was also working at HCC, same IT stuff, it was just a fraction. I had to learn a new software, not even the one they taught me.
Yeah.
So the truth is, we just go to school for the exposure.
For the exposure.
So we need to go to school to be educated. Because really, like I tell my kids, we don't go to school when the chips are down, there's nothing to dust and bring up. Like, I like using myself as an example. When everything was gone and I needed to have a fresh start, what did I go back to?
Account?
I went back to what I have.
Yeah.
My degrees. And I look for the one that is close to what I have, the highest one that can pay me, and I brought it out and I'm like, okay. I remember when I was looking for a job, they would say, what do you have? And I bring out all my, they're like, oh my God,
you're overqualified.
Which of them do you want to specialize in? So that's it. So you need to go to school because you can always bring it out when
I love that. Okay, let's talk about childhood trauma. Right. What exactly is childhood trauma?
Childhood trauma is, let me put it in a very plain way that people will understand it. Childhood trauma is what you did not allow yourself to heal from. It can be anything. Really, you'll be so shocked what people are traumatized about. As little as somebody told you, what are you doing there when they were young?
Yeah.
My son was traumatized for a long time because he said when he was 3 or so, pushed him out of my laps and I picked his little brother and carried that one when he was a baby. And he kept it in his heart till recently.
Wow.
And one day he came and sat on my body as usual. And I said, please go, Green, come. He's like, you see, you are doing it again.
Oh my days.
I'm like, doing what again? He said, when I was 2 years old, you pushed me.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ, you remember that? I can't remember. And he kept it in his heart. So there are so many things people just keep in their mind and they never heal.
And they never heal from it.
So it can be anything. But the common ones are really like separations, bullying.
I can definitely relate to
abuses. When I mean abuses, most times when we say abuses, people look at the sexual part. What about the emotional one?
Or verbal?
The verbal one. Every time you're insulting your child. Oh, will you get out of there? You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You compare them with other kids.
Bad.
And you don't know how much it hurts them. Maybe 2 people are siblings and you feel one is better than the other one. And do you know the one that is going to succeed? Do you know how much grief you put in the heart of the other person? So basically, like I said, it's just that thing. How it affects you. What happened to you. How it affects you. And you didn't heal from it. That's the easiest layman way I can explain it.
When you said bullying, I can absolutely relate. Like, I went to boarding school in Nigeria and let's just say that's a different world. It's a different world entirely. Like, I don't even think if I have kids in the nearest future, I'm going to let my kids go to boarding school in Nigeria. Never.
Anywhere, sir.
Never. Because I was bullied. And bullying was like a norm. It's something that we look up to. Like, oh, when I get to SS3, I want to do the same thing. Like, I want to be called senior. I'll be a big girl. Things like that. But it's very unhealthy. It's very, very unhealthy. And I thought that I had healed because time had passed, distance. I don't see these people anymore. I don't even think about them. But I could not pray because when I tried to pray, the Holy Spirit would bring back like an image or like a flash memory. And I'm like, I don't know these people like that again. No, like it's been, I think 2014 or so. It's been a long time. I can't even remember. But I didn't realize that I was beating myself up for not fighting back. So I did not heal. And the Holy Spirit asked me to pray for them. I was like, what? Pray for them. I was trembling. I was like, pray for them. Like, I don't even think about these people. It was like, pray for them. I didn't know that was my healing. And I didn't even know that how much. now I can't even remember the story like I used to. But like before, if you ask me, just give me a few minutes, I will tell you in details. But now I didn't know that me praying for them was a way of letting go.
Yeah,
and I didn't even realize that why I was struggling with intimacy with God, because I had something that I had to let go. Wow.
letting go.
Letting go.
Letting go. Because really, most people, as tiny as people just feel it's the big ones.
Yeah.
So try to trauma. Oh yeah, I was bullied. My mom and my boyfriend abused me. Yes, that part.
That's that part.
But there are also the verbal ones, which is very common that we don't even
We
see.
don't talk about.
Then there are those ones that you abandon the kids. When I mean abandonment, some of us, we are present, but we are not present.
We're not present. True.
As parents, we are present, we are not present. And these kids long for you.
For your attention.
They want you. Have you ever imagined, like in my house, I have mommy's time for all of my kids. Every week, every month, we have, it's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. So just create that little time for these kids. And you'll be so shocked. Even the ones that are grown, they still long for it.
For the attention.
Have you also imagined that sometimes your kids want to come and hug you? And you say, no, I'm busy. You know where it goes? If you give them time to talk, they will tell you how you abandoned them. So childhood trauma is really key. I like talking about the little ones that people overlook, because we have the big ones from the divorce. Father is not present, mother is not present, or mother is not present, loss, death.
True.
You know, there are so much with all of those traumas. Those ones we see. Easily you can say, oh, let's get a therapist. But there are these other ones that we don't see.
We think they're subtle.
I went through childhood trauma without knowing it. Really, I didn't have any need. But I was bullied. But then I didn't even know it was
bullying.
Because I was really light-skinned, and they used to call me names. You know, Nigeria, they will call you Igbo Pepe. You know, I'm just like, oh my God. And you want to play, they say, no. You have scars.
You have scars.
And you're like, oh my God, what am I different from every other person? And you now see yourself, I became so strong. Started doing a lot of things, and they now started seeing me as a strong person.
I don't want to be strong.
So they started saying, yes. In fact, when I lost my husband, I can remember my younger sister told someone, don't worry. No, don't worry. Because that's what they call me. She is strong.
She's strong.
She'll be able to manage. She'll be able to handle it. And really, I was able to. When my husband was dying, he told me, I know you are a strong woman. I don't want to be strong.
I want to be a soft babe. I don't want to be rugged.
And at some point, you realize that you are truly not strong.
Yes.
So you don't want to bring up children who are in quotes
strong,
who have ended up becoming independent, who are now parent children, and they are taking care of themselves emotionally and otherwise without you even understanding. You say, oh, my child is a strong child. No, he's not. Just try and hear him.
Somebody called me rugged last week. I said, I'm not rugged. I want to be a soft babe. I don't want to be rugged. I don't want to be rugged.
Inside, there is a soft person that nobody is seeing.
Nobody sees.
There's that person that cries. Because I come out strong and I do everything that I go back when everybody is out there sleeping and you are thinking and you are crying and nobody sees that.
Nobody sees that part.
Until the day you break out, you now realize you have anger issues, you have anxiety, you have stress, and everybody's like, oh, why is she always angry? Because nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it.
Used to be that person that always laugh it out. Oh, she laughed, don't worry, she will just
she laughs. Laughs can be very deceiving. You're hiding a lot.
Because it hides a lot inside. These days, if you offend me, I tell you immediately. Before I used to
Hold
not
it.
do that, because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want people to feel like I don't like them. No. Let people know who you truly are. That way, your childhood traumas will be reduced. If you have issues with your parents or kids, for instance, or young adults, and you've not addressed it, because really the one that is common now is divorce and separation. So if you have issues with your dad not being there, don't pretend about it. Call him. Let him know how you feel. Tell your mom how you feel.
But a lot of African parents are not willing to have this talk.
Just say it anyhow. Because the validation, that's why I talk about validation. I don't know if you've read that long. Like last year, I did a lot about validation. And identity. And I did, in fact, I did it for months. Like rolling, I even had to do videos of it. Really, like, validation is something that everybody need to know how not to. Don't seek validation for no reason. From anybody. If you have any reason not to like what anybody is doing to you, let them know instantly. I don't like this. Don't keep it in your heart because you're killing yourself. Make them realize what they've done is wrong. My kids, I give them room to tell me what they've done is wrong. What I've done is wrong. Oh, mom, what you did is not right. Sometimes as an African mom, you're angry.
How can you tell me it's not right?
Then you go back again, you're like, oh, it's true. What these kids are saying is true.
It's true.
Then you go back and you're like, oh, I'm sorry. It melts their heart. That's it.
Thank you so much, Ma. Okay. In some cases, right, how do you navigate healing, from wounds that you might never get closure from? The person that hurt you might never apologize. There may never be any conversation to get closure. Or perhaps the person might no longer be alive. So how do you heal from that kind of situation?
I do interventions a lot. Get a chair. Sit the chair down. Let's assume the person's name is Henry. Put Henry there. And tell Henry everything Henry did to you. Say, Henry, sit down. I want to talk to you. And say it like Henry is sitting down. Or write it. I like writing. But most people don't like writing.
I write a lot.
People like talking. Yeah, I write a lot. Instead of me to talk, I just write. So write. Put it down in writing. Write it. Write a long letter. In fact, one of the things that healed me was writing. At some point, I still have the book. I couldn't complete it. I wrote a letter to my late husband.
Wow.
I had to write to him because I was angry. Why will he die? Who did you leave 4 children for?
Wow.
And you left like that? I had to write. And at some point, I had to write about how the role everybody played when he passed. How they betrayed me.
Wow.
How those I felt loved me, really didn't love me. How those he felt he left me for. Because when he was sick, he was like, no, I'm trying. You did. They are not there. I wrote it. At some point, I broke down. I couldn't complete it. But it healed me. Sometimes we just need to write. Sometimes we need to talk. If the person is not there, like I always say, the first step is even identifying your grief. Do you even know what you're grieving? So when you are able to identify your grief, then it's easy. If I'm able to identify, like Job, didn't identify his grief. He was grieving his friends, but he didn't know.
No.
He was grieving God in his mind. Even when the wife was like, curse him to die. Really, he would have. But because we are Christians and we're like, oh, I remember then when I'm crying with God, I'm like, God, it's because it's you. It's because it's, you can't do what other people are doing because you know where you're coming from.
Sure.
So that was Job's own perspective, but he was grieving. And the very moment he was able to tell God how he felt, did he get healing?
Yes, he did.
Did God answer?
Yes.
God answered. He was talking. He wasn't talking. People were talking. Did God answer? When he spoke, did God respond?
Yes, he did.
God responded as if he was angry, but he was not. But he addressed certain issues. And after he said, yeah, go talk to your friends, pray for them, and receive healing. So the truth is, we need to open up. We need to open up. Speak up. Speak up. Find someone to share. If you don't have anybody to share with, look for somebody. People are scared of sharing their problems because they don't know how they'll be judged. I always tell people that's why I don't judge people, because I've been judged so many times. So I've learned not to judge people. So there are still people who don't judge you.
True.
Look for those people who won't judge you. Who will just listen and be able to help you without judging, without announcing you, without telling people what you told them. And they keep your secret, and they keep moving with it and help you to grow. So you need to be able to identify those people and share with them. Or if you can't find any of those people, your chair.
Talk to Mr. Henry.
Talk to Mr. Henry. He's there. Mr. Henry. Write a letter to Henry. Take it out and send the letter. You know how to do types?
Yeah.
Try it. It goes and tell the letter goodbye. Henry received a letter. And you'll be healed.
Wow.
So it helps a lot. But first, you must be able to identify
your grave. One thing I do is I write a letter to Jesus. I have like a journal where I say, I report people to Jesus.
That is it.
Maybe not like David did, because when David was coming to God and reporting his enemies, he was like, he has this detailed plan of how he wants God to deal with them. The Bible says we should pray for our enemies. So I report them to. I don't think I have any enemy per se.
I sit Jesus down all the time. Holy Spirit, as I'm coming, I say, sit down. This is how my day went. This is how this person did. And he fights for you.
Yeah, he does.
So you just sit. So if you don't have anybody, like she said, just call Jesus.
Right to Jesus.
Call Holy Spirit. Just say, sit down. I want to talk to you. Please.
And one thing we have to realize is God wants us to talk to him. Matthew 11 verse 28 say, come unto me, all ye that labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So he really wants us to have rest, and he wants us to come to him and, drop our burdens at his feet. He knows what to do with it.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that we have such a father that he desires intimacy with us. Yeah. He wants us to talk to him. And one thing that we need to realize is, just like in the days of Adam and Eve, when God came down to fellowship, when we are already clothed, there is nothing to say or do. God wants intimacy. He wants us the way, he wants to talk to us. But if we are clothed with the garment of bitterness or anger, he can't have intimacy with us. And that it is mercy when the Holy Spirit is bringing back, this flash image that you need to deal with this issue. You need to let go of this thing. This thing that you think is subtle, that, you think time and distance have healed you, but it hasn't. It is mercy speaking. It is mercy speaking. That's amazing.
Talking about that, like last week, somebody sent me something. He said, because the Catholic Church, they have this Lent. Then I said this year, they said they should fast from a number of things. I posted it. I even wrote a post about it, which I'm going to send this week. We should need to be able to do mortification. Some of us fast from food in bitterness. You are bitter and angry with people, and you are fasting from food. You have to learn.
Yeah.
Take 40 days and fast from bitterness, anger, all of these things. Anything is wrong with you, and you're going through, to ask from them.
Yes.
And you'll be so shocked how you'll be healed.
You'll be healed.
In this.
Thank you, Ma. So I have this question is, I don't know, is hilarious. Can childhood trauma be prevented?
Childhood trauma can be prevented. Like I said, pick up.
Pick up.
I train my kids to speak. Pick up. Because when I was growing up, I don't talk about how people offend me. For my kids, you offend them. Even my baby, he's 6 years. You offend him, he tells you instantly. We need to train our kids to be able to speak.
Be able to speak up.
If they don't like what you're doing, because you know the good thing about it, when people know you to be that person, that this is how, because if you define how I want to be treated, people will treat you that way. That's what I've learned. So let them define it. This is how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
So if you treat me unjustly, two people are moving and you want to favor one, and I say, no, you can't favor that one. I'm here too. I'm not going to grieve it, am I? Because I'll be treated well.
Yeah.
Instantly. So the whole thing is, you can prevent it. If you have any occasion of it, pick up.
Pick up.
Immediately. Address that issue immediately. Whether you are 2 years old, or you are 18 years old, or you are 29 years old, or you are 40 years old. I started addressing most of my issues after my husband passed. Yes, I started addressing most of these issues. And I tell you, the first day, I said it in one of my podcasts before, and one of my books. The first day I said no to someone, didn't know I could say no.
Oh.
And that very day I told the person, no. Can we do it
another time?
Came back again. I said, okay. Really?
He can say no.
I said no. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Now I need to say no. I started prioritizing me. Prioritize God, me, others. Because the Bible says, love your neighbor.
You love yourself.
So it's me first. So if I don't love me, I can't love my neighbor.
You can't love.
Before now, I used to love my neighbors before me. I used to love my neighbor before my kids. I used to love my neighbor before everything because of, I'm a Christian.
I'm a Christian.
That's not Christianity. God had to give me understanding. So you can prevent all of these things. You can help not get traumatized, because when you address those issues, they come. If you treat me unfairly, I shouldn't treat you. I should treat you the way you treat me.
True.
You know, if you don't tell me your problems, or you don't tell me things about you, and you want me to tell you things about me, is it right?
No.
So when you notice, because that's one of the grief most people usually have. I always tell my friend about everything and he doesn't tell me.
Tell you nothing.
Don't tell the friend again. And if the friend comes and says, you don't tell me anything, you say, yes, I don't tell you because the other day you did this, you did not tell me. Or immediately you notice that the friend did something, that's what I do. I ask you immediately, so this happened and you didn't even tell me?
Yeah.
So that I don't have to grieve about it.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to know where your grief is.
True.
And where you have your weak points, and you address those things
immediately. So in the African culture, for instance, I think we don't even realize how much we create childhood trauma. Because an African child, speaking up is a problem. Because you want to speak up, so you're speaking when I'm speaking, who asked you to speak? Like we have a lot of problem with children speaking, right? And when I was growing up, my parents thought I was going to be a lawyer because I like to talk a lot. But when you go to school, they don't want you to speak. They want you to say what they want you to say, not how you feel. A lot of keep quiet, empty speaking, and it kills your inner child. The personality you are building, the whole shouting and be quiet, don't speak when I speak. Why are you speaking? It kills that inner child. It kills that personality that you might be building. It's just like we are creating problem and we don't even have solution for it, or we don't even realize that what we are creating is a problem.
Yeah, there are solutions. Like what I tell kids most times when I mentor them, because sometimes when it goes out of hand, parents bring them, want you to talk to them and all of that. So what I tell kids is, yes, in Africa we believe in respect, and we say respect is reciprocal. Yes, you need to understand what your parents want and how they want it. But there should be room. When they say don't talk, talk. When they are calm,
You can't talk.
go back. The more what you do. Explain yourself. Explain whether they want to hear it. The truth is, that mom you think doesn't want to hear is actually listening.
Yeah.
She may frown, she may say, get out of my room, but you've made your point.
Yeah.
And it lifts your heart because you've made your point.
You've made your point.
So that's the only way you can address it. So if I always encourage people, and for parents, don't see it as if the child is talking back
or being too forward.
Though some children overdo sometimes, that's where the boundaries come in. So when you notice the child want to do over, set the boundaries, then you set those boundaries back. But let the child always know, like I tell my kids, I tell them, see, I treat them like my friend. I allow them, because if you don't treat them like that, you won't even know them.
True.
So I treat them like my friends. All of those words they want to use, let them use them when I'm there, so that I can caution them later. When you say the curse words and all of that while I'm there, I may not rebuke you immediately. I listen.
Yeah.
Then I call you back later and I use there must be a Bible passage that we're able to preach when we are doing Bible study, and we address that. So most times, parents should be able to address those issues like that, so that, because we need to know our kids.
True.
If you don't make them your friends, you won't know them.
True.
If you don't make them talk with you the way they talk with their friends, you will know them. And you want to know your kids. But that doesn't mean you are going to lose your boundaries. Sometimes when we finish talking, I say, see, I'm your mom. You say, no, you're my friend. I say, I'm your friend, I'm your mom. That doesn't stop anything. It doesn't change who I am. But it's just going to bring those closeness and the hugging. Sometimes they come and lie down on my bed. Come, let's sleep in this room together tonight. Come, let's go have lunch. Let's go have donut or whatever. The best, what they like.
What they like.
Okay, not African food. The food they like. Let's go. Oh, I like to take. Okay, let's go. This is our day. They will be able to talk to you and share all of those things.
Yeah. Thank you, man. That's really important. You have your kids speak up. Key. And you should speak up too, even as adults. You should speak up.
Let your kids speak up.
There's no build up in you.
If your kids don't speak up, people will use them. So let them speak up, because if they see, when we were growing up, we were used unnecessarily. We were abused verbally by people who were not even our parents.
True.
Parents didn't even do as much as some people did. And there were instances that those other people even want their kids, like in my case, they wanted their kids to be like me. But they didn't know how to push their kids. They go back to their houses because I started doing all of these things very early. And they caution their kids, why did you know? Why you can't you see what? Blah, blah, blah. And they come out in the open and condemn you.
Mm.
And you feel, but years later, I realized, but we are all friends,
Yeah.
that those parents used to go home and tell their
The
kids
kids.
to go. In fact, they want to even sponsor events for their kids, but their kids don't want to do them.
Mm.
So sometimes just be who you are. Let your kids be who they are.
Sure.
Because some of our parents, what they are trying to do is, oh, let this child not put me to shame. Oh. Let me not come and be. Let your child be a child.
Sure.
And let your child be unique, because every child is unique.
Unique.
A is different from B.
B.
B is different from C. What works for A
Might
may
not
not work for child B. What works for child B might not work for child C. So you need to know what works for everybody, and you treat them like that.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. Let's move on to the next question. I was having a conversation with a lady a long time ago. She's not very educated, right? And we're talking. I think I think she had a proposal. Somebody proposed to her, but she was very nonchalant about it. And, hearing her speak, I could see that this person is a bit broken, right? And she spoke to an extent when she said something that when she was in her village a few years back, that she had a crush on this guy. And she, was trying to get his attention. She went to his place. And the guy took advantage of her. And he raped her. But she did not realize that was rape. Because after the event, he said to her, now you're my girlfriend. And she just, said, okay. But she didn't realize that was rape. And when she went back and she told her mom victimized her and said, you have found what you're looking for now.
Instead of her mom to even go and
fight for her. So like 3 years down the line, she's talking about it and she's saying, oh, I can't be with any man. No, I can't let any man do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm like, this girl is broken.
She's broken.
This girl, but I didn't just know how to help her, and I cannot say, babe, you were raped though. So I just, said, oh, sorry, and I just avoided.
Like she was used, and she was victimized. But it's very common. You see that scenario? It's a very common scenario.
Wow.
It's the common thing, especially with young ladies and even men.
True.
Some of them, they are faithful. Some young boys in high school, you are faithful to a girl, and the girl is taking advantage of you. It goes the other way too. You're a girl, you are faithful to this guy, you like him. Because you like him, you want to do everything. And when it doesn't work out, now you want to pick it on every man.
True.
Then you need healing. And what I usually say, freebies, that's what it heals everything.
Yeah.
Number one, be you. No, be better. So be a better version of you. Be you. Then be a change it. So when you now, for you to be able to be better, you need to identify the grief. You need to be, because we can't talk about all of these things. My kids will say, oh, everything is grief. Yes, everything, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
That, like I said, I've been doing this job for a long time, since I was so little. And I've been helping people, protection of children, trafficking and all of those stuff. I've been doing all of that all my life, and empowerment of families, trying to make sure, doing psychosocial with people, talking to them, helping families to heal. But I really didn't know the extent of grief until I experienced grief. So grief can kill. Grief is the cause of almost all the diseases we have.
Wow.
Because grief can cause stress. When your cortisol level is high, what's going to happen? You're going to have high stress level. And you're going to have anxiety. You're going to have neural problems.
True.
You're going to have a lot of issues, cancer. When I'm talking about grief, I'm not talking theory, I'm talking about personal experiences. When I was grieving and I got to the height of grief, I've never been allergic to anything. Now I'm not allergic to anything. At the height of it, guess how many things I was allergic to? Almost 500 things I couldn't eat.
Wow.
The first time they said 200 and something. I went again more. I was allergic to everything. Tomatoes, rice.
How do you eat jollof rice?
I couldn't eat jollof rice.
Wow.
I couldn't eat stew and rice.
Wow.
Just so much. And I had borderline diabetes. This just so much. Acute stress, PTSD, a lot.
Wow.
And if I had continued, I was having they would say your breast is dense, your this is that. All those are gone. When I took charge of my life, I realized that everything, trauma and grief, you can't talk about trauma without talking about the grief tied to it. So associated with it. So you need to be able to heal. So that young lady needs to understand that one, that's just one man, right? There are so many men out there. So for me to right now, I shouldn't concentrate on men. I should concentrate on me.
Me, true that.
So when I concentrate on me and I become better, I'll find that man that will love me for who I am. Because what happens when people are broken is they start moving from man to man because they don't love nobody, they don't want nobody. And these days they start moving to women, which is sad, but that's it. That's the truth. Women to women, men to men, they start trying to find their identity. So when you start losing your identity, trying to find your identity, you start looking for identity where there is no identity. So for you to be able to build it, you need to now develop yourself, be a better version of yourself. Then be you. When I mean be you is best experiences you originally under. So the best experience in you that you originally, this is me. Who was I before that man? I may be that village girl, but I had something.
You had a personality.
You know, I had a goal I was pursuing.
True.
I had, maybe it's not even professional. Maybe I was a nice person. I was always smiling. I was never angry with people. I didn't have anger issues, no anxiety. I need to start building myself back. I need to start loving myself, self-care. Take good care of yourself. Go to the salon, make your hair. Go to the massage, get a massage done. Maybe you just need somebody to crack those back and just have some good time. Go get a massage. Go get all of those stuff. Go to the gym, register in gym. And if you cannot do the gym, I don't like those tedious ones, quietly join group. The ones that they do like this and do like this. You join the dance group and you go home. Do one of it and just build a community, join a community.
The community is very important.
Yourself more. Take yourself on a vacation. Give yourself treat by yourself and start building love in other people. Because for her, she needs to start now trying to develop interest in people, loving people, finding uniqueness in people, making sure people don't just take advantage of her. Because maybe after that guy, another person, because she was just finding love. You don't find love outside, you find love in yourself. And when you find love in yourself, love will find you where you are.
Where you are.
So you need to love yourself, be a better version, do all of it, do the makeup, do the everything. When I mean makeup, it may not be the elaborate ones, but do something, just look good. Wear those earrings. People go buy hair, one good one, wear it.
What if it's the male that was the victim?
If it's a male, the same thing. Instead of going, because most male, what happens is they want to go and kill themselves in the gym. They go to the gym in the morning to night, trying to just, start building yourself, start finding passion again in things that, because now it may just be your job that you are concentrating in. It may not be your job that is your passion. So start finding passion again. Start finding joy in things you originally used to love. Start talking to people. If it's TikTok you like, start showing up. If it's Facebook, show up. If it's hanging out with friends in a healthy way, hang out. There are healthy, good places you can go to where there are no bad things going on. Go to those good places. Have fun. And I tell you, if you love yourself, stop washing your face well, making yourself good, look good again. Take good care of you. We can't underestimate how much
Self-love and care.
love and care can heal anybody. Then do a lot of journaling, taking stock of your progress.
Your progress
is very important.
True.
So take stock. You say, okay, I'm giving myself 90 days to be better. I have an accountability group I did for my birthday. I set up for people who need accountability. I do a lot of accountability classes for people, coaching. So you find a group where you can just, or a program where you can join, where they can help you again find fresh start. I'm a fresh start coach, so I talk more about
fresh start.
starting all over again it's very possible, because if I could do it, everybody can. I was here, I came down and I grew again. Started those baby steps. Do them again. Taking one day at a time, you'll get there.
Thank you so much, Ma. So this question is, let's see. Okay. So do you believe predators or abusers, especially those involved in like sexual abuse, like pedophiles, do you think they can be redeemed? I know like pedophilia is like a psychiatric issue. Do you think such a person can be redeemed and released back into the society? Or should be released back into the society?
Yeah, they can. Because it's more about identity, I said. You see, identity and validation is what kills a lot. Seeking validation. Oh, I want to do what people will see what I'm a big boy.
But in this case, like you're defiling a child.
Yeah. Identity, that's where they find love. That's where, because they feel that those are the ones they can talk to. They can't talk to the other ones. And maybe, or some people, maybe they've asked 10 girls out, none of them answered. But it's easy to just lure a child. But they still have baby brains, even though they look big.
Yeah.
They may be 16, 17, but they still don't know life. So it's easy to just lure them. And that's where the protection from parents comes in. Because if you don't, I have a case now, the lady is like, my mom didn't protect me. I was 13 and I was going out with a guy who was crazy. And
didn't protect.
My mom didn't protect me from her boyfriend who was touching me. My mom didn't protect, there are so many things that children go through, and they try to talk to the parent, but the parents are blind. So everyone can be redeemed. Even the people doing them, the person that has been abused, the abuser, everyone, they need Jesus. Like the God factor, we can take it out.
We can take it out.
When you find God, changes everything.
Changes everything.
I tell people, God did not come for those who are healed.
Perfect.
My ministry is not for those who are already Christians. Oh no, God didn't call me for those people. Called me for those people who are broken, who have lost their way, who think they can never find it. And I tell you, they can always find their way. If they keep seeing a better version of people, like they see you live godly, not God, they don't even want to hear the word godly most time. They just want to see you living well, living good life, God fearing and all of that. And they follow your steps. It's easy to talk to them. So the God factor can take it away. So we need to lure them, find a way. Find a way. It's difficult to tell them come to church, but it's easy to get them to start finding their path. Then you now bring them back. Yeah. Because all of them want to go to church. When you ask them, when you start becoming friends, you become friends with them, and you start talking with them, and you start being able to build rapport, what happens? They start opening up how they really miss church. How they are looking for a church they can go to, how they want to return back to God, and they don't know if God is going to accept them back. So the God factor, and when we talk to people, we should always let people know that they were created in the image of God. There's nobody that cannot be redeemed. Jesus Christ said we all can be redeemed. He brought the gospel of forgiveness. Sure. So everyone can be forgiven. Everyone can be saved. Once they acknowledge Christ, when they begin to see you, because they can't love Christ who is far away. I am Christ. The Bible says ye are gods. So I should be that little God that they see. I should be able to live the life that God really wants men to see. So when people see you, you're not doing bad things, and you're not doing church things, and you are good, they want to follow you to your church. True. You are not coming to them because all their life, all they hear is God don't like you because of what you are doing. No, God loves everybody. So when you start preaching to them that God loves you, irrespective of what you do, but God wants you to change. So if you can just stop doing it, it's not going to stop today. You can start taking baby steps to change, and they start stopping whatever they're doing little by little. I tell you, forget the psych thing. Everything is going to work out. Thank you so much, Ma. Something you said there that is very key. You said Jesus can redeem everybody. I mean, he came for everybody, even the offenders. Yeah. Psalm 147 verse 3 says, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Very key. Very key. So, my last question. There's a lot of saying that Gen Zs are very sensitive people. Do you think they are sensitive, or the older generation do not just like accountability? Gen Zs are people in quote. I think every generation have their own. When we were growing up, our mom used to also say the same thing about us. So I think we just need to be able to learn to adapt, to know that the world is not the same. Okay, when we were growing up, it was analog, right? Are you still going to bring analog in the digital world? True. Is it going to work? So now we all have to learn how to do the Google, how to do all of that when we were in school, growing up. Yeah. And some of our parents could not even do it, but now my mom now does. Last time I told her my birthday is TikTok party. TikTok. You have TikTok. We have to learn to grow. Yeah. Because growth is not static. So the problem we have, most of our generation or the older generation that now have the Gen Zs and the Gen Alpha and the Gen plenty, They don't want to grow.
They don't want to grow.
They don't want to learn. They don't want to see that, okay, this, and really, if you really listen to these kids, what they're saying is not wrong. That's really right. So you just need to listen more. In our own generation, we were taught not to listen. So we don't listen. People should listen to us.
Yeah.
But now the world is changing. Listening skills. I remember then my mom used to always shout, listening skills, listening skills. So now adapt it. Listen to your kids. Know them. Know the ways. Know what they are doing. Follow the trend. If you can follow trend of learning how to use iPhone, follow the trend of how to train them. Because if you don't follow that trend, if you want to train them up the way you were trained, you will lose them.
You will lose them.
Because they will come home and pretend.
Key.
When they come home, they will be good kids.
But outside. A true
Have
color
you ever
show.
sat down to even listen to what the group chat your kids belong to? What they say?
Group chats.
Yes. I sit down, listen. I don't judge, like I say. If I judge, I lose them. Yes, I listen. I don't judge. Put it, I'm here. Don't say my mom is here, so let's talk later. Your mom is here. Your mom wants to be part of this discussion. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just continue with your discussion. That way you'll be able to understand them.
Yeah.
Because if you want to always scold them, no, don't do that. You see, in this home, this is how, these are the rules. Okay, when they come home,
be good kids.
Follow the rules. But when they leave your house at 18,
experiments.
You don't want to have kids who want to run away from your house. No. We're already thinking of, when I'm
all
18.
the things.
And immediately they leave, they go make the mistake outside. Let them make those mistakes while you are here. So you can train them. So when they are 18, they've made most of the mistakes already. They've tried out all the things they want to try out. And you're able to guide them in a godly way. And you're able to tell them, okay, now you have made the mistake. Oh yeah, go now. They'll say, no, I'm not going, because they've made the mistakes. But that's where we come in as parents, able to guide them so they don't make costly mistakes. So when you see them moving too fast, you'll be able to guide them and push them. But if you don't even know what they are doing, like I said, analog, in a digital world, are you going to start pressing those stuff when we're all going smart? And we've even moved further than smart now. We are now wearing it in our eyes, so we don't even have to use the TV. So you just wear your metal glasses and you keep going. And you are still in black and
1995.
white. You know what I mean? You're still doing those analog. Come, let me push it. See how it. How do we put Roku TV and go and buy those? You don't want to be left behind. So if you are upgrading your gadgets, upgrading your life, upgrading your school, going to school, doing all of those stuff, you also have to upgrade your parenting skills. So the modern parenting skills, so you won't lose them.
You won't lose them. That's so important. And a lot of times, when this topic of, Gen Zs are sensitive, I'm like, it's because you, like what we said before, many parents or many older people do not want to listen. They just want you to do whatever they say. And when you try to speak out, they wonder why you're speaking. And I feel like many, know how we said childhood trauma. A lot of people are hurting, right? And they do not even realize that they are hurting. So they expect you to act in a certain way because that is how it has been done. And when you're bringing something different, they're like, why? Why are you bringing something different? And that's why it's key to speak out. Because
kids these days, they ask why.
They ask why a lot. Yeah.
Kids, you ask them, they'll say why.
Why?
Baby, I'm like, why? They say, yes, because I need to know why you want me to do what you want. And that's how it should be, really. Before you push them to do anything, explain. So they know exactly. Because sometimes what you want them to do may not be what they want to do.
What they want. But if you make them understand.
Both of us come and you explain, do you know the good thing about it? They will always listen to you.
Will listen.
When you now say, okay, why? And you say, okay, why? You want to know why? Okay, it's because of this. So, I didn't see it that way. Then they follow you. But when you say, no, you must listen like this, then they are rebellious.
Yep.
Then you now say, oh, they don't want to listen.
They don't want to listen.
These kids don't want to listen. These Gen Z children don't want to listen. It's because you don't want to answer their whys. Answer those whys. Always explain, because that's the world they are in. The world of the why.
The world of the why.
Why they must do anything.
True.
Let me give you an example. My son, he does business and he got a check. I told him, don't pay in that money into that check into one of his accounts, personal account. I said, don't pay it in because you're not going to. He said, why? I said, don't pay it in. He said, why? I said, because you won't get the money. He said, no, I'll be getting the money before. I will. They went and browsed it. I know the bank will say you get it in 3 days, instantly. I said, it doesn't work like that. He said, why? I said, okay, I told you. And he said, oh, but it works like that because I want it in my personal account. I said, okay, that's fine. And he tried it. They told him, no, it's not possible, blah, blah, blah. He sent me a message. I was so busy, I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
He sent another message. I responded to the other one. I didn't see the previous one. He wanted us to do it the way I said we should do it. He didn't now come back to me to say, Mom, let's do it this way. He went ahead and paid our check into a different account. And that money was stuck for almost 21 months.
Wow.
Did he learn his lesson?
Yeah.
Yes. One day he came back after, he said, Mom, you know I've learned to always listen to you. Because I noticed that everything you say
happens.
So I said, no, it doesn't happen. It's just that experience has taught me so many lessons. I don't want you to make the same mistakes.
True.
And if I tell you certain things, don't ask me why. And if I explain why, just follow. He said, now I've learned to follow. So what I'm saying this is sometimes just follow them the way they want to. When they make those mistakes, when it's not costly mistakes, sometimes it's good they make some mistakes so that they'll be able to learn and you'll be able to do proper parenting. End of it.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma. I believe we have come to the end of today's episode. Dr. Rose, is there anything that you would like to say to the audience before we round up?
Yes, I would just want to say there is nothing that is static. Traumas are not meant to define you.
Sure.
You can define and detect how the end will be. A fresh start is always possible. So irrespective of what you're going through or what you've been through, because traumas are responses to what you did not, actions you didn't take at some point in your life. So now is the right time to take those actions. So in whatever way it is, just know that you can start again. You can be a better person. It's always possible to be better. Because when you don't treat some of these issues, you see yourself just moving up and down in a roller coaster and you're asking God, why am I doing this? But you may not know that it is some of these underlying issues we've just discussed. So seek help as much as you can. Find purpose as much as you can. And like I said, above all, find God.
Find God. Find God. If there's anything you're going to take out of today's episode is Jesus can heal our wounds. He can. And one thing we have to know is that He is willing to heal all wounds. All wounds. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. I know you have a couple of books out there. You want to tell us how we can, get these books and how we can actually reach out to you to, your social media handle.
Okay, my social media handle, Ruth Hepzibah. So if you go to Ruth Hepzibah on social media, you'll find me there.
You will definitely
Instagram, Facebook.
You could Google her also.
So if you Google me, you will find me. Then my bestseller book, The A Pen That Rewrites Grief, is bestselling. And you can get it on my website, ruthhepzipper.com. You can find my books there.
Your books, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you so much, Mal. We have fun. I didn't want this episode to end, but I mean, tiny was essence. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. I'm really, really grateful that you honored my invitation. All right, guys. You know how we do it on the hill. We always bring you the best information, the healing beyond just spiritual. It's God's will, like we said before, that everybody is made whole. And we can't be whole, we can't be say we are whole financially, but psychologically we are lacking behind. So that's why this matters, it's necessary that we discuss them. So please feel free to like, subscribe to the Hills YouTube channel. Please subscribe so that we can bring in more guests and have this kind of conversation. Until we meet next time. Bye for now. Bye.